Today I'm going to show you an experimental strategy in Next.js that allows you to blend dynamic and static rendering on the same route. Imagine you're at a live music show. The stage, lights, decorations are all set up before the artist arrives. The static elements on the page are like the stage setup. They are prepared in advance. They can be compared to a navigation bar or a hero banner on a landing page. The musicians, however, adapt their performance to the audience's energy and interact in real time depending on audience's response, just like dynamic elements on a web page. For example, a shopping cart or recommended products are rendered dynamically. Now let's make it less abstract and check the code. Open your terminal and create a Next.js application using the canary flag to access the latest features. You might wonder why we use the canary flag. That's because the incremental option we need is available only with the Next.js 15. Navigate to your Next.js config file and add the following code to enable this experimental feature. Incremental allows you to selectively enable partial rendering using the experimental PPR variable for specific routes or components, rather than applying it across the entire application at once. So let's do that. First, we need to create the stage setup. Just like static elements on the page, it's always ready to go. Let's add the static components as we usually do. Now it's time to add the variable I mentioned a minute ago, experimental PPR. That was the main reason why we went with Next.js 15, the canary version, in the first place. That's us telling Next.js, hey, use partial rendering in this specific route and apply it to all the children elements like components, nested layouts, or pages. And it's important to add that you can manually disable partial rendering for a specific child component by setting experimental PPR to false. The musician's performance is dynamic and changes based on the audience reaction, just like dynamic data fetching or rendering during runtime. Let's import the artist and curtain components to demonstrate dynamic rendering. And we will also import suspense from React. Perfect, now we can add our artist to the stage. We can do it this way. First, we add a wrapper, which is suspense. Next, we can set the fallback component. In our example, until the artist is on the stage, we will display the curtain to build up the excitement for the show. In real-life applications, the practical use case for that would be displaying load-in spinner or a skeleton layout. Using the fallback prop, we pass the curtain component. And finally, we add the artist as the dynamic component. And there we have it. In summary, we now have static part, which is background decorations and lights, and dynamic component, which is artist, wrapped in suspense with the curtain fallback. This setup allows us to combine static and dynamic rendering strategies on the same route. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, go do something good.